What's up, everyone? Welcome to Mongolia. We're in game 5 of the best of 7 between Cutterboy and Izad. And in this matchup, we have Cutterboy on Maltese and Izad on French. This is another hectic opening on this map. The hunts are always a little bit stubborn. I hate hurting these. You start with extra coin crate. You got to pick up your native scout from the treasure in base. And a lot of times you want to build a market, so these guys are going to be going back and forth. And you got to find cows. There's just so much going on in this map. This is a classic, I think everybody's played on this map. It's still in the ranked map pool. It's been in there for a long time. And I think it's a pretty fun map. That's because it's so active. So let's see. I'm curious what his odds opening is going to be. Oh, it looks like he is just going to 12-10 that. Yeah, that makes sense. So he's going to gather up. Ooh, hopefully he gathers his food. It's hard sometimes to see that food crate. He does see it, though. He's going to pick it up. It's just one barrel. Just a single barrel. And he's going to be doing a 12-10, getting up quickly, utilizing these yaks that he's grabbing with his native scout and his... Let's take a look at his vision. Where's his Mongolian scout? There it is. All right, so over to Cutterboy's vision. He's going TP as well. Did he... He got hunting dogs and... Boy, oh man. This is a big commitment. Oh, he sent his scout straight to his opponent's base, trying to snag the yak that starts behind your opponent's base. He's gonna intercept. Okay, that's pretty solid tactic. He's gonna intercept some cows. I wonder if he's gonna delete that or try to bring it back, because that's a tough position to try to bring it back from. He gathered that 100 wood. He's gonna drop a house. So he went. Wow. I mean, on this map, I guess it's more possible to go, because you get that extra coin to go market, house, and trade post. So that's what he opted to do here. And looks like he's going to be pretty smooth overall. 3 vills going to be coming in. Here's the Maltese deck. Pretty standard stuff. Pretty heavily balanced in H2 and 3 primarily. Grants a steady trickle of food. Villagers gather food from mills faster. Okay, that's pretty interesting. 25%. That's not bad. If it goes late game, that could be a pretty beneficial tech. Grabbing a couple yaks. How many he's got total? And 3 in total. That's not too many. There's still a few to be claimed. But wow, dude, Izad is just playing masterfully right now, I think. Just grabbing all these yaks. How many does he... He might even, honestly... Oh, he just killed a couple. But he still has 5. He killed 3. So he got at least 8. Man. Yeah, his scouting has been very good in this game, in this early game. And that's with building a TP, so very well done for him. What is his approach gonna be? Let's take a look at his deck. Okay, just 1v1. We do have the native, the Royal Musketeer card in Age 1 as a possibility. Oh, and we have native treaties. Okay, this is not an all-out native deck, but because he has Wilderness Warfare, it is extra beneficial for... I mean, that's a standard card for skirms, for CDB, but also for native warriors. But also having native treaties in there gives him the option to go with some of these natives. But on this map, I don't think they're very good. They're just cav archers. This is a good late game native. You get some extra speed and rate of fire on mounted units. That's pretty solid. Then you have quicker train time and some yaks that over time will give you more value. All right, so market coming down and hunting dogs for French. Cutterboy, he's getting his gang saw and gathering enough food for one villager to be in queue once upon age up, but also he's going quartermaster. Yep, 400 wood. Looks like he's going to go aim for German tongue here. Pretty standard Maltese play. Yeah, Maltese it's a good civ. I think, well, I don't know. It's a mediocre civ, but if you can survive, I think you get pretty good. But at the same time, their units in the late game aren't so great. Sentinels, I'm not a huge fan of, and I think French units maybe get even better in comparison over time, so it'll be interesting. But if they can get an eco advantage They could be in a good... I mean, just making crossbow pike is pretty solid. Those crossbow are one of my favorite units, especially as Maltese, to get that age 3 tech that gives them more range and a huge range for siege. That is one of my favorite techs, and I love... or cards, I should say. I love using those crossbow when they have that. All right, and so we have Azad up first. He's got 4 CDB coming in, steel traps coming in as well. He's got a couple native posts claimed. Oh, I didn't even really look at the Shaolin over there. There's those are pretty solid units too. He could go for that potentially. He should. I mean, he could actually get both of them and get a solid batch from native treaties. But putting a barracks down first. Where's that explorer? Oh, he's... Tell me he's not stuck. Sometimes I think they fixed the getting stuck stuff, but he might... That's where you used to get stuck. He might be able to get out of there, though. I think so. Yeah, okay. Very nice. All right, and we have 4 yaks remaining over here. The 4 CDB is in. Muskets in queue. This is right around the 440 mark. 700 coin coming in as a second shipment for French. German tongue not even here yet. Not even here yet. That's how long it takes to get that card in. Boy, that's wild. He sent that while he was in age 1 too. So, church coming up. Hospital being built as well. I'm thinking he's going to go 700 wood as his second card. No, he's going straight into Wignacourt. Oh, okay, he's going 700 wood. I'm always right. If you ever wonder, just don't wonder. I'm always right. No, I'm just kidding. But Souther Wagon production in queue. And, yeah, nothing from the hospital yet. He's scouting his opponent now. He's going to see that barracks, and I don't think he's going to even make crossbow. I think he might even regret building that hospital. Okay, he's making pike, so maybe he's going to go and try to take down that outpost. It looks like both players have the same thing in mind. Those musketeers heading straight for that outpost. Something to pressure without committing too much, so it's a good decision. And it's within the build of the French semi-FF. This one is more of the straight FF, though, skipping 700 wood. I call it straight FF, but I would say if you go... Some civs go straight 700 coin. I would call that a naked FF. This I call a straight FF, where you send villager card and then coin. Semi-FF being 700 wood in between those. So this is going to be a quick age up to age 3. He's going to eat these yaks. I think he's doing that already. Or no, not yet. But I think he's going to want to do that to get up a little bit quicker. But he's a little bit behind on coin too, so he's probably going to queue up another CDB. And that's how I sometimes doing this straight FF is not super... It doesn't make a ton of sense, because you can have... If you're making muskets, especially 10 of them, if you only made 5, you can do it pretty easily and without much... I call it idle shipment, like idle home city. You never want to have idle TC. Don't often want to have idle home city shipment, because you're losing time on whatever that is that could be arriving a little bit faster and helping your build order. But either way, he's going to get up with a fast age up the Exiled Prince and be able to get something, and pretty much back-to-back shipments pretty quickly. Also taking out that trade post. Crossbow. Okay, so he switched. I think he was initially producing pikes, switched to crossbow when he saw the sieging being done. And he's trying to get some value here. It looks like 15 musks, or was it 3 batches or 2 batches just split up? Okay, just still 10. So he split them up a bit. And it takes out that TP, so mission accomplished there. And it's just, where do we go from here? We're going to probably see a Musk Falk push, is my guess. Maltese doesn't have 2 Falk. They do have 1 Falk and 1 Mortar, which is an interesting shipment, to say something. I don't think it's a great shipment. But it's very situational. So I kind of think Maltese is going to stay H2 here. Try to defend this Falk push with some H2 units. If they successfully defend it, or at least take out those Falks without dying, then they can probably look up to go up to H3. Economically, do we have 6 settler wagons? We do. So we have 34 eco for Cutter Boy and 22. But you gotta give what is it? I haven't done this in a while. And basically another 5 vills because each CDB is 1.25 vills, so it's about 26, 27 versus, what did I say, 34. So a little bit of an advantage for Maltese, but they are kind of stuck in H2. But I think he's doing what I was expecting, and that switch to coin tells me that yes, he is definitely going to go for an H2 crossbow / Huss collapse, let's call it, on the expected 2 Falconet shipment. So let's see, what is Izad doing? He is doing that, and following it up with the back-to-back shipments, like I was saying, with an interesting one. It's 1k wood. I think he intends to separate this explorer from this group, send it up towards the top of the map, and go 4 TP stagecoach. That's the only thing I can really think of as to why you're going to be sending 1k wood at this point. But Pike's up there getting some good value, taking out that shipment, that trade post that provides shipments. Mongolian Scout getting away. Yeah, I'm just... Maybe this 1k wood is just for more production. Houses, stable, maybe amalgamation. That could be all that he's thinking there. So here we go, though. This is the push. This is what we were expecting, what Cutterboy was expecting. He knew this was coming. He had basically this game plan of a collapse as his way to try to hold this. He's got Minutemen coming. Huss are coming. There's not that many muskets here. Only 17. They are veteran. Minutemen making their way. I wish the commander was targeting the Fel, because that would take it out a little bit quicker. Huss are making their way on. They're pretty poor shots from the Falcons, only getting 1 crossbow each. And I hope he's targeting that Falcon. Maybe not. He's just targeting the musks, trying to clean that up. Does he have some Huss popping? No. Wow, I really kind of wish that he would have targeted that with the crossbow. I think 2 volleys he would have been down. But he does have 29 crossbow still. And they are going to take it out now. So Pike's also being shipped in. He's going to have a crossbow pike composition that's much stronger than H2 typically is for that composition. And let's see where he goes from here. So he cleaned that up pretty effectively, I would say. Where do we go from here? Let's take a look at what Azad is doing with that wood. CDB trying to defend this house from these pike. These pike actually... Oh, he left 1 pike there only. That's a little bit interesting as to why he would choose to do that. Maybe he was chasing down something. I don't know. Mongolian Scout not going to be able to save that. But he's gonna try anyway. So second town center. So I was thinking that too, but... Well, you know, playing as Maltese a little bit lately... I have found that it is annoying if your opponent, because you want to get ahead economically, but if your opponent goes for a second TC, you don't really get to do that, and you still need a lot of time for your military to get better. So I think that's actually a good option there, and you don't fall behind, because Maltese wants to get ahead, way ahead in economy. So that really stops that, and especially since Cutterboy is still stuck in H2, as long as Izad keeps him away, he's going to be able to get ahead in a few minutes economically. So we have Archaic Soldier attack coming in. We have some Hussar, Order Hussar, 8 pike shipment, 33 crossbow. This is a pretty sizable, pretty decent army for Maltese here. I think he's playing this the correct way. I probably myself would have tried to get up to the next stage a little bit faster. I don't think that's the right play, though. I think he's playing it right. Town Watch coming in. An interesting little tech for building line of sight. Let's see what the impact of that is. Does it? I wonder if it impacts these native posts. No, it doesn't look like it does. Regardless, tech coming in. It looks like he's going to try to get a full batch of Hussar. Has a little bit of ILTC time. And yeah, looks like this is going to be time to push. A CDB goes down. Can he get a 5 batch of Huss? Not. Oh, he does. I think he made a quick sale in the market and was able to get that. So he's got a really good composition. 13 pike, 10 order Huss, which are 10% better. They're like consulate Huss. And 33 crossbow that are a little bit better. They have an upgrade card and the 2% hit points for all Maltese shipments. That is a standard for all Maltese units. So yeah, even better than the 10%. These order husks have more hit points from the shipment curve. Oh, we got a little bit of a stutter. I'm going to pause here. Seems to like that has been helping when I do that. Let's try it now. Okay, we're back and it's smooth. Okay, a batch of Curs is going to be popping. CDB, he's going to get 4 of them. CDB from 2 TCs being produced. Might have a great pop here if these crossbow continue to move forward. 5. He actually got 5, and I don't know if there's enough pike here. The husks are getting in the front and getting some really good initial hits. Crossbow focusing down the musketeers. Great split. 2 muskets go down in 1 volley. One almost getting 2 in another volley. Pikemen instantly into cover mode when they're not on the Curs. Very good unit control so far by Cutter Boy. This is a very, very sketchy and tricky situation. Minutemen are called. He needs to hold these Curs. He needs to defend. These crossbow cannot go down. These Order Hussar need to get some good value as well. Muskets, well, only 10 of them. A great army flip there, getting the Huss and Pikes in on the Curs. Muskets are being targeted by the crossbow. 8 of them. I don't. Well, muskets. Excuse me. Minutemen and muskets went down there. Curs are splitting up. Great unit control from Azad now. 3 Curs on the crossbow mass. And that's going to get a lot of value. The crossbows are now targeting them instead of the musketeers. Still 9 veteran muskets. Pikemen are still alive. Surprisingly, I guess they were very well microed in cover mode while the muskets were attempting to target them. And actually looks like a great fight for Cutter Boy here. Surprisingly, that was a lot of Curs. And more Order Hussar here. I think Cutter Boy has a very good opportunity to continue pushing. And this H2 play is really working out so far for him. He's going to clean up here if he so chooses to keep pushing. These 2 Curs have a combined 54 HP, so they're going to go down real quick. But a huge batch of 5 actually maybe would have been a terrible decision to push into that. I don't know. But he's going to back up, reset his focus, continue hurting hunts, get out on the map. Dropping a commandery, which is good because it shores up this hunt here, helps you defend it a little bit, and also gives that 30% boost from the Wignacourt Constructions card. And in the meantime, Curs were looking for a raid. They're going to be denied. Muskets are lonely out here. If the crossbows spot them, they're going to go down. Explorer does go down. And these are the low HP Curs. I don't know if he's watching that. He needs to take notice of that, and he can take that fight very easily. So trip to Jerusalem is coming in. That's at 1,100 resources right now, so very solid shipment, which standard H2 shipment is 700. So very, very good shipment at this point. It does get a little bit higher. I think it maxes out at 1,200, so almost there. Yeah, honestly, he could delete like a few of these low HP crossbow and get that extra value. I don't know. Maybe it works like that. I'm not sure. But these Order Hussar, 14 of them looking to... Oh, there's the native scout. Uncovers that native scout and actually blocks a little bit. But looks like these Curs are getting caught. And I'm not sure there's anything that Azad's going to be able to do from here. You know, I got to say, I'm really surprised. Those are CDB, man. Take the fight. What are you doing? Minutemen coming. I guess he wants his whole army to be here. And maybe he thinks his opponent has more than he actually does. Pike's getting in on the Curs, but they're not attacking yet. Maybe Cutter Boy's a little bit nervous right now. He's down 3-1 in the series. Doesn't want to take a fight when he doesn't have to. But I think he should want to fight more and more quickly, because the second TC, I don't know if he notices that his opponent has a second TC. Oh, he doesn't. So that's pretty impactful. And he's going to age up. So he hasn't sent hospitality yet, and he's not going to be able to. So this is going to be a slow age. The adventurer, I'm not exactly sure what that is. But he's going to be able to get his veteran techs and auto shadow tech these Order Hussar, which is going to be very, very nice for him. Meanwhile, Azad, 40 CDB, that is 50 Vils, 50 regular Vils. And 40 plus 6 settler wagons is 46 Vils for Maltese. So French is starting to take a lead in the economic situation. Compositionally, though, I think Cutter Boy has an advantage for the moment. Yeah, I feel like he's just giving too much time to Azad. I don't know. CDB are on hunt. Steel traps, great gather rate for them. Oh, these curs might get caught. I think at least one of them will. And, oh, this is going to be an interesting situation here. These are always, like, very important scenarios in high-level games where you have some units that are getting caught off, and the angles that you take and the routes that you choose to go for. I think all 4 of these curs are going to get caught up and killed. Yeah, there's a snare on all 4 of them, so very nice job there. But at the same time, the Maltese base is getting pushed, and you don't want to send everything up here. You got to protect your home, boy. Get back there. But that is good value, quite a bit. 300 times 4. Nobody can do the math for that. That's 1,200 resources just instantly deleted. So very good catch for Cutter Boy. Yeah, this game, it does feel like the speed is a little bit slow here. But we're working with what we can. All right, the age up's about to come in. Let's see what it is that's going to be popping from here. What was it? What was it? I think it was 8 crossbow. Okay, and archaic soldier combat coming in. That's a very, very good tech. Crossbow upgrade, veteran crossbow coming in as well. Huge mass of units. Order Hussar. These crossbow are going to be very strong. But your base and CDB are pushing in. He's going all in. Azad is trying to somehow end the game here. TC doesn't mean too much, though, because there's other shipment points for Maltese. Obviously, he won't be able to make villagers for a bit, but I think the collapse... Look at these CDB taking this coin! That is not that many military units for French. I think Azad's in a... Oh, Swiss Pike! What are we doing? Who knew? Wow. So clutch. So clutch that they're here now. But archaic infantry combat and veteran pike comes in. So these are very good infantry units for Maltese. These Swiss Pike, though, could be the game changer, as these Huss don't really want to get into combat. These Swiss Pike do over 100 damage per hit against these Hussar. And the curs are getting in there, too. This is just a melee mess. I don't know who's going to come out on top of this. You got to focus down the Swiss Pike. There's only 4 left. He's doing a great job of that. 3 now, 2. And they're getting erased pretty quickly. So then these Order Hussar can actually do quite well once they get into combat. But there's 4 cur left. There are some pikes I see still in there. CDB are here as well. I think this is going to be Maltese game right here. I think he's going to close it out. These CDB are going to go down pretty quickly. These crossbow have 155 HP and 24 attack. However, we do have... Oh, okay, I was going to say a batch of curs in queue, but I think Izad realizes how badly lost that fight, and CDB is going down. He had like close to 15 CDB in that fight, so losing them is pretty bad. Very nice play with Maltese there for Cutter Boy, getting the W and getting him back in the series. We're at 3-2 now, and yeah, very well done. Let's take a look at the charts real quick. Resource gathered, Maltese ahead. Took a big stride here. Wonder what exactly that was. Oh, that was that H2 card, Jerusalem. 1,100 resources, I think it was at that point. And yeah, very nice card. Very well done for Cutter Boy getting back in the series. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.